Mark, just to get your thoughts, you've had a few days of practice now as you guys trying to arrest your losing streak. So what have you seen from your team over the course of this practices?
Well, we've tried to work on a couple of things, some details in our game, but the biggest thing that I've seen is our energy level was really good. Monday and Wednesday here at practice, it was good, and that's good to see because sometimes that when you lose a few games in a row like that, the energy is not as good as it is on a usual basis. So I thought it was real good energy level, and we worked on some system stuff that we should clean up, and I think we've had 2 great days of practice.
Obviously, the playoffs are still a ways away, but you have to start to think about them when you're in this sort of where you guys are positioned in the standings. You have an opportunity, I think, 11 next straight against divisional opponents. So is that kind of on the forefront of these guys' brain to, you need to start making hay and stringing some wins together?
That's very true. And we've talked about that with the group. We've talked about that probably a couple of weeks ago, actually. It's... when you're sitting at the bottom of the pile there looking up, it's you want to make sure that you beat your divisional opponents, and you want to make sure that you take it game by game and try to climb back up the ladder. It's very doable, and we need to keep that in sight and in the back of our minds. But right now, we want to go out and win a hockey game.
Ville Hinola probably wants to be up in the NHL, but right now circumstances say he's here in the AHL. What did you see from him in the first game with you guys in Laval? And just from a general perspective, his attitude of being back with the Moose?
Well, his attitude's always great, so we don't worry about that too much. Every time he comes back, his attitude is great, and he's ready to go to work. What I saw in his first game was surprising. Actually, I thought he was excellent. I thought his pace was up and his execution was real good. So it was kind of surprising for me, actually, for someone that's been out for 3 months. But he's worked real hard, during his rehab, and he looked great.
Couple of players obviously missing from the lineup today, or from the last couple of practices. Chaz Lucius, Brad Lambert. Brad obviously on the receiving end of that big hit. Right. So do you have updates on either of those 2 players?
Not really on Chaz. I don't really have an update there so much as he went to see a doctor, and we haven't seen him back here since. So I think he got back in late last night, so we'll probably see him later this afternoon. He'll probably come in. Brad was on that end of a strong hit, and he's still recovering from that, but recovering well. So he skated this morning as well. So that'll be a day by day.
Is that a concussion issue that he's dealing with?
Yeah, he I don't know if it was classified a concussion or not. He just didn't feel great. So we're making sure that he has the time and going through the right amount of time of rest before he comes back. So I don't actually know if I didn't read anything where they said it was a concussion.
And so, realistically, he's not likely to play this weekend for you guys against Grand Rapids?
That's hard to say. Not the first game anyway.
I just want to quickly ask about you, Vaughn Rody. How beneficial is it to have a guy, who's refereed in, over 1,000 games, to have that guy here with some of these younger centers who are still continuing to learn how to properly take face-offs and sort of learn that way of the game?
Yeah, he's done a great job, Vaughn. He's done 2 things real well. He's brought professionalism into the, face-off circle, like where you have to battle every face-off and not just let some go to the wayside. But he brings in that, and he's also he's built some relationships with those centermen about face-offs, and they like talking to him. So and of course he drops the puck like actual referees drop the puck, not like a coach drops the puck. So that's nice. But he's done a great job, and the players like him.